Hi everybody, this is Wednesday, cover to cover. Today I want to play Statesboro Blues, and this is going to be part 2. And I'm going to play the song a little bit, and then we're going to actually talk about some of these slide guitar riffs, okay? So I've got the track queued up, let's play it, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so let's get into a couple little things. First of all, when you're playing slide guitar, now this conversation is going to be what's great about this. So I'm going to give you my opinions, but this is what works for me, and this is not a thing where there's a right way and there's a wrong way. This is a thing where there can actually be different ways that are both correct as far as approaching how you play your slide guitar. Now, I find that if I use, like, here's a slide. It has like a stainless steel, and this one is a brass slide, but it's very heavy. As you can see, it's got a thick barrel, and it's also flanged. It flares out, and it's also a very smooth surface. So all of these things allow me, I think, to get a very good contact to the string, and that equals sustain. And that's what I want, and it also changes the tone that you'll get too. It's a very smooth sound that I happen to like, okay? So that's for one thing. Now the other thing is I wear the slide on my little finger, okay? Now a lot of guys like to wear it on their ring finger, and that's fine, because I know that with the ring finger you will get a lot of people feel that they get better control that way, okay? But I like the ring finger, and I'm going to show you why. Because when I play, typically I have to cover the lead and the rhythm. That's the situation that I'm typically in. I don't just get to sit there and play only slide while somebody else does the rhythm all night. That's usually not practical for me. So I find that if I wear the slide on my little finger, then I can also play rhythm guitar parts and also even lead guitar parts. So you know, so I can be going along from slide, and then I can go straight to rhythm. Now I'm going to show you, this is my favorite little pet rhythm guitar trick with a slide that I discovered, and I sort of came up with this as a workaround. So when you're playing straight rhythm guitar and you're doing this little boogie woogie pattern, so if you happen to be wearing the slide guitar, well, how do you do the slide? How do you do that? Oops, that's a problem, isn't it? So I came up with a little workaround. I will play the D chord. I'll play that in open position. I will also play the A chord. I will play that in an open position. So what do you do for the G chord? Well, you can't, you're kind of out of luck there. So I came up with a little deal where I go like this. I played my second finger on the G. I also use the open D string, and then I block the A string in the middle. So I get something like this. Problem solved. If you find yourself playing 3 sets from like 9 until 1:30 in the morning, and your left hand feels like it's going to fall off by the time you get halfway through the 3rd set, this can be a really lifesaver. So rather than having to do all these stretches, you can just use this open string thing. Sometimes I'll do that even if I'm not wearing the slide. Now, a couple things with the slide itself. This is a difficult thing for me, but it's something that I have worked on, is that, you know, you put a lot of energy the tendency is to want it, for me, is to sort of tense my wrist and to create a really fast vibrato. And usually that doesn't translate very well for me. It might for you, but it doesn't for me. So what I like to do, even if I'm playing the fast lick, I like to be able to hear that vibrato on the note. So I actually have to work on slowing down a little bit just to get that vibrato out. So that's something that you might want to work on. Another thing is, what is a basic slide lick if you're just kind of starting out with it? I'll just give you one idea here. If you start with a D chord shape, and if you take the slide, there's a whole ton of licks right there. And then if I take another shape up here, 10th fret on the B string and the high E string, between these two shapes, then I go to my G chord, seeing I'm covered. I can play 2 or 3 choruses just using only that. I'll play a little bit here with the track so you can see how I would use that. So you can see there, just using I can pretty much connect through a solo and get all the way through, and it'll sound good too. So you could do the same. Now, if you want to get into this with me, I'll be happy to show you more in detail. Check me out at rexcarrollmusic.com. We'll do a Skype guitar lesson together and we'll get into it. I'm going to play it out to the end here. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.